Hi everybody, this is Barbara Kurtman, and sorry it took a moment for me to get on. I don't know what was wrong, but there was something that went wrong. But I'm here now and I'm excited to be here, and this is Barbara Kurtman, like I said, from Animal Secrets. And I hope there will be many of you that'll be here and that are here with me today, and I hope you're hearing me. I'm always excited to be here. I love doing these shows, and so please interact with me. And I wanted to say that I'm the animal communicator and from Animal Secrets and on Wolf Driver's channel. And thank you, Wolf Driver, that I'm allowed to be here. I'm always happy. Hi, Joshua. Nice to see you again. Hello. Thank you for all the hi, Carly Glass. Nice to meet you. And thank you for all the hands that are going up and the hearts. Thank you. And so I wanted to say that I am an animals communicator. Hi, Amy, Amia. You mean you love Wolf Driver's Huskies? They're his Huskies. Hi, Olivia Jones. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Hi, Kadir Byram. Oh. Okay. Hi, Carly Glass. Hi, Catherine Broman. So, I'm also a transformational life coach and a conduit for healing, and I'm here to talk more about animal communication. So today's the day that I mentioned that when you bring a lot of people, when you invite your friends, that I'm going to give 2 really long readings. I'm talking too fast? I always talk fast. Hi, Claudia. I always talk fast. Oh, that's so sweet, Amy, to say we're all the best. That's so sweet. I am great, Joshua. How are you? How are you doing? And how's your dog? Can you say hi? Yes, I can say hi, Hannah. She is watching. Okay, yeah, I can say that, sure. So today's the day that I'm giving away a longer reading. So invite your friends, invite as much people as possible, and they have to post beneath you to say they came from you, for me to give you the reading. No, I'm not the CEO. The CEO is Wolf Driver. So, Bill Hillman. So he is the CEO. So, she said hi, Carly. Okay, hi. Okay, so invite as many, if you want to win a reading today, invite as many people as possible. I'm good and he's okay. He's just being silly. Oh, it's cute that he's being silly, Joshua. That's sweet. It's great when our pets are silly. So what I'm saying, if you want to win a reading, invite as many people as possible, and the winner will get a reading from me. Okay, so they have to post beneath you and say that they came from you. Otherwise, I don't know that they came from you. Okay, so that said, no 2 readings are alike. Each one is always different. I never know what your pets want you to know and want me to express to you. What should you do? Your dogs eat cat meat. Okay. Why would you want to change that if your dogs eat cat meat? You mean meat from the cats, or you mean cat food? What do you mean? Express that to me more. I'll try to get to it after the show. So our pets reflect our situation and who we are. And I'm still going to get into filters. I haven't talked about that yet. And I also want to speak more about animal communication. And I love to give you all a little nugget, and I hope that each show I can give you a little nugget and a little bit of knowledge that you could take with you from my shows. And although I personally have been to a few animal communication classes, and yes, they give you like a certification, I still say most of my knowledge has always come from my own pets and from traveling with my pets and from moving and from being at vets. So, hi, Ahmed. I can't read what you're writing, but okay. Thank you for all the faces. I'm getting mean faces here. Okay, so please interact with me because I'm here to serve you and we both get the most out of interacting with me. Of course, I know today you are promoting because you want to win a reading, so I get it. So I also mentioned last time that since your passion are also the furry friends, and I wanted to say something today on Facebook. Somebody had posted that there was somebody that really wanted to scare their dog, and on 4th of July they put fireworks near their dog, and it was really sad because they ran inside and fireworks went off near their ears, and well, this guy is being sentenced, and for the life of me, I don't understand how anybody could do that to their dogs. I have no idea why they would do that. That is so mean, but he's getting charged for animal cruelty. I don't know if any of you saw that, but he's getting charged with it. So, as I mentioned last time, that since your passion are the furry friends like me, you can imagine how many animals get put down daily and lose their lives because pet owners give away their furry friends because they seem like they are a nuisance for them, and there can be challenging pets, as one knows. So for the first time, like, I have a challenging kitten, but honestly he has abandonment issues, and I know that there are things to take care of with my cat. There are things to look at. And I guess he's a bit pig-headed like me, and I guess he reflects me. So, yeah, and what I was going to say, that because people don't understand their pets, the animals end up in shelters, like I said the other day. And I would love us to reach 1 million people, and our furry friends are saved. So hi, Jenny Menkhouse. Hi, welcome, nice to have you. So, where was I at? So I would love to reach 1 million people so that our furry friends are saved. So I'm asking all of you to please invite as many people as possible. Hi, Cynthia Feldtescher Hellman. And so I'm asking all of you to invite as many people as possible to our shows, to Wolf Driver shows, so that we can help as many animals as possible. And if it isn't me, it'll be Bill. He loves to bring out his Huskies, and he has 20 years plus training with Huskies, and he can teach a lot about Huskies. And then there's a whole team that Bill has here at Wolf Driver, or if I can't answer a question as the animal communicator, then there's Joseph Falcone, who's a friend of mine. He's a dog trainer, and he has a lot of experience. And there's Dean Miller, or he'll answer it. So I'd love us to save over 1 million animals, and to give the knowledge, because the animals end up in shelters, and they end up in shelters because people don't understand their pets. So, like I said, there's Dean Miller, and he's a dog behaviorist, counselor, and also a dog trainer, and he's really fantastic. And then there's Britt Savage, and she has a lot of interesting stories, and she knows a lot about dogs. And then there's Carol Grace from Paw Prints of Wisdom. And then there's Bucky Harrods, and I was going to say Carol Grace has a lot of tips. And so I'm choosing to read soon also right here on air, and I will do my best. And I'm not promising anything because I like to do things in a certain way, and if I don't have enough peace, I can't key in. So, but I plan on reading on air, and I plan on reading here, and if I can't read for you about your pets, then I offer free complimentary classes. Whoops. And you can always sign up. But the person who brings the most people today, I will give you a longer free reading. Hi, Kim Burdick. So I love shelter rescue animals. I adopted my service dog, Finn, at 10 weeks old and trained him myself. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you're so lovely. So I wanted to say, if you wanted a 15... Whoops, I can't even put it up today. So if you wanted a 15-minute reading, that is the link. But I always write everybody after the shows. So, but like I said today, the person who brings the most people and will win a longer reading from me. Hi, Diana Sears. Nice to have you. I have one pit bull who is dog aggressive but loves cats. Oh, that's very interesting. I think it seems like to me that he's a little bit afraid of the dogs. That it seems like, and it almost feels like he feels more comfortable with cats because they're like smaller and for him easier to get along with. That's what it feels like for me. But I'll send you a link, and if you're interested, you can always have a complimentary reading. But I can help you with that, with your dog being aggressive. I can help you with that. So, like I said, if I can't read your pets, I offer 15-minute complimentary, and I'm doing a complimentary webinar on August 20th, and it starts at 1 p.m. So, on Tuesday next week, I'm going to do a meditation right here. I'll write you. I'll be glad to write you afterwards, Diana, and send it to you. And you're welcome to have a 15-minute. But all I ask is when I do the reading for those 15 minutes, if I'm allowed to say it on air on Wolf Driver's page. That's the only thing I ask of you, because when I do it, I'd like to present it to everybody here. So on Tuesday next week, I'm going to do a meditation right here. And it'll be short, so it might be too short for you to connect to your furry friend, but I would like to do like a meditation to help you connect to your friend, so I can show you how you can connect. I would like to teach you how, and so that you can get so that you learn more how you make the connection to your pet. And you can always ask your dog any questions, yeah? You can ask them anything you want to ask them, anything that comes up. That said, a matter of fact, is what I'm going to ask you to do is send me questions you have, and we can slowly look at them in the coming weeks on air as well, or we can do a meditation on air so you can key in and learn how to key in and get the answer. So I'm going to ask you to send me your questions at animalsecrets1958@cello.at, and just ask me any questions you want. Aw, thank you so much, Diana. That's so sweet. No problem. You are awesome. That's so sweet. And then I'd like to take that question, the questions that you're sending me, and I'd like to work on that, doing a meditation, keying in exactly to you, and having you pick up those answers right here on the show. So I would like to do a lot of new stuff with you guys, because I want you to be able to learn how to connect with your pets and communicate with them yourself. So I would like it to be like really interactive, but I'd like you to be able to learn how to read your own pets and understand what your pets are trying to tell you. And like I said, if you have any questions like, why does my dog bark at other dogs? Why is my dog aggressive to dogs, like you were asking me, Diana? Why does my dog get along better with cats? And I will do a meditation on that and help you connect and see if you can pick up some answers, yeah? And when you get your own answers, then you're going to feel in a different place. Or why does my dog like to jump in the water, or certain waters? Or why does it take a while for him to go in the water? Why does my dog like this specific rug, or scratch at a rug, or bark at specific people, or bark in specific places? Or why does my dog bite somebody, or whatever, yeah? Any questions that you have, so send them to me, but I'd like to ask you that I would do it on air right here at Wolf Driver. So I've been wanting to say this a while, but the show goes so fast for me. And so I mentioned last week, and I'm skipping around a lot, I mentioned last week twice about Budweiser, and how Budweiser was an abused dog and got healed through the power of love. Well, I also mentioned that my cat Lydia was healed through a change of my attitude. And now I want to tell you about my rabbit, because that was so connected to Budweiser, which I never got to. And through the power of love, just see how strong, so you see how strong the power of love heals. And remember, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. So Eastern time. So I mentioned that I've moved 26 times in my life, and I was quite a nomad, and I didn't move across the street. I moved to different countries. And at that time, I moved from Europe to Israel, and the vet did not know beforehand that our rabbits were, whether they were male or female, because it's very difficult for rabbits, it's very difficult for them to figure that out. So I moved my rabbits there, and it turned out one day my one rabbit was running after my other rabbit, and I kind of thought, why are they doing that? It was kind of strange for me, and I thought, like, I've got two female rabbits, and the one's running after the other. Well, one was called Brownie, who had floppy ears, and one was called Blackie, and it turned out that suddenly poor Blackie ended up with a lot of little rabbits. And then my ex and I had bought another rabbit who was a white rabbit, and that rabbit got a lot of rabbits too. And to make the long story short, I ended up, because I had so many rabbits, I had 17 rabbits, and I love rabbits, I ended up giving some of my rabbits away because I didn't have the space, and I didn't want them to live in like my ex-husband's father made like a wooden box, and it was kind of big, yeah, but you know, it's a rabbit, and I wanted my rabbits to have more space and more freedom. A lot of times we think that when we give our pets away that it's better for them, but they're so attached to us, like our dogs get so attached to us, yeah? But I wanted to mention my rabbit. Diana's saying, wow, I love rabbits, but that's too many. Yeah, that was a lot of rabbits, yeah. But I ended up giving them away, and not all of them, but not the main ones, but the babies, yeah, eventually. And one of the babies I gave to two children down the street. And I was able to see them, and when I went to see them down the street, I ended up finding out that one of my rabbits ended up losing its hair. It lost its hair completely. And I brought my rabbit back. I said, well, I want my rabbit back. I need to take my rabbit back. And so I took my rabbit back. And you got to imagine, my rabbit lost all its hair. And I took my rabbit back. And I'm telling you this because this correlates to Budweiser, and I spoke about Budweiser on Thursday and mentioned him a little bit on Tuesday, and how the power of love healed. And from that moment on, I started telling my rabbit every single day how much I loved my rabbit and how beautiful my rabbit was. I just kept saying, you're beautiful, I love you, you're beautiful. And I just kept giving my rabbit a lot of attention. Well, lo and behold, my rabbit ended up growing all its hair back. All his hair came back. Excuse me. And that goes to show the power of love. Like with Budweiser, he was an abused dog, and my friend said to the vet, you do your job, and I'll heal him only through the power of love. And the same thing happened with my rabbit. And at that time, I wasn't an animal communicator. Yeah, and I wasn't an animal communicator. I didn't even know that. But because I told my rabbit every day, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And our dogs understand this. They understand us. So we should talk to them. We should tell them. I always say, hi, Donna Hazel. Oh, thank you for saying that's great. And so I'm here to give you nuggets and to teach you guys and show you guys that you can heal your pets. Through the power of love, through the power of words, through your vibration, through your love. It's so powerful, and it's a healer. And just by saying every day, I love you, you're beautiful, and by giving my rabbit attention, all the hair grew back. I mean, it's so amazing when things like that happen. And so I love spreading this to all of you because I've dealt with many people that end up with ailments with their dogs, or things happen where, oh gosh, there's so many stories I have to tell you. I mean, if I start, I'm going to get into many stories, but I will tell you within the weeks to come. But I mean, and I've dealt with so many different stories that if people just understood their pets better, they would understand why their pets act out certain things, and they can transform it through their attitude and through their words. Thank you, Donna, for saying that. Absolutely, I believe that. Yes, it's so true. Thank you for saying that. So it's amazing, and I'm telling you so much. I swear the power of love that I had, the love that I had for my rabbit was just, and it just healed him, and it was out of this world. So love is everything. Love is such a healer. Love is the strongest energy we can have. And so I want to show you how much you make a difference in your dog's life, and how your dog will reflect you and your feelings and your behavior and how you act. And I'm going to tell you another true story very soon about a dog that actually probably got killed, which is a sad story. But I'm going to tell you about that because I want to talk about that today, how people sometimes treat their dogs and then what happened. But before I tell you that story, I just want to finish. So the attention and love that I said that I gave my rabbit made my rabbit completely heal. See what Donna said? Yes, Donna, love heals everything. Yes, it does. Love is such a healer. And thank you for sharing that with me. So I'm here to share with you how if you're ever going through anything, the possibility to heal is there. And I say it on almost every show, but it's true. Because like I said, I had a medically dead cat and she healed. So through a change in my attitude, and I just expressed my rabbit, and I spoke about Budweiser on my other shows. So please check them out. And another thing you can say to your dogs, you could say, if anything ever happens, you could say, you're strong, you can do it, I love you, and I'm here for you. And just encourage them. As the funniest thing that happens while you're encouraging them, and telling them how beautiful and special they are, you are actually healing yourself. And you're feeling more beautiful, stronger, healthier, as well as younger. So the more you tell yourself, the more you tell your pets this, they're like the mirror of you. I used to tell my cat that when she had a stroke. I used to tell her, you're strong as a million tanks. And she used to react to it. So the more you tell your pets that, and that's the interesting thing because they really reflect us, and I will be getting into that again in more shows. So if you tell your dog you're beautiful, sweet, loving, gorgeous, and so special, they're going to react that way. So do I think that it's possible, and with a very difficult dog, to change things? Yes, I absolutely do. And yes, I have a difficult kitty, and he's very stubborn. But I know that the possibility of him being a little more relaxed is possible because I've seen it. Yeah, I've experienced it. And we always have to talk to our pets, and we have to understand what they're trying to teach us. But, I've done it with many other pets, so I know that it's possible to transform and to heal them and to have a different situation with our pets. So I always read my notes because I always forget if I don't read them. So if we don't understand their messages or the messages they have for us, sometimes we have our blind spots. We sometimes do because sometimes we just don't have the knowledge, or we just don't want to see something about ourselves that they reflect, or we can't see ourselves in the mirror without someone pointing it out to us. How are we supposed to then change or help a pet heal if we do not have the knowledge to help them? But I can tell you the power of words, and with really trying, and I'm gonna share a story now about the power of words, and with the dog of somebody that I channeled, and getting really quiet. And when you key in, you can transform behavioral issues, you can transform emotional issues, you can transform physical issues. And I've said it over and over again about Budweiser and Lydia. So I want to ask you, all of you, I'm curious, do any of you have stories that are similar to this? And if you would care to share them, I'd like to share them on air. If you've ever done anything where you've had a miraculous healing, would you send them to me? And please send them to Animal Secrets, 1958 at cello.at. And I'd like to share them if you have any miraculous stories like I share. So, and I'd love to share them right here on Wolf Driver for other people so that they can transform other animals' lives. So I wanted to mention something about America's Got Talent. And I'm not promoting any shows, but I saw there was a young man called Pato with his dog Ginger. And he healed Ginger, and Ginger healed him. And he saved Ginger, who was an abused dog. You have to all see it. Actually, I noticed today, Joseph Falcone had done it on his show yesterday. He showed the video, and I was so happy he did that because I was mentioning on the show today. And what's so miraculous about Pato is that Pato has OCD. It's a form of anxiety. And he couldn't get a job or anything, and he found Ginger. And Ginger, you have to see it because it'll touch you if you haven't seen it yet on America's Got Talent. And I'm praying that the judges vote him further because I always want the dog acts to win. And a couple of years ago, a dog act won on America's Got Talent, and 2 dog acts won on Britain's Got Talent. And I was so happy that they won. They were so good. I was always rooting for the dogs. And I said, please let the dogs win because people get to learn more about dogs. And that, for me, is so precious. And that's what we're here to do at Wolf Driver's site. We're here to teach more about the dogs. So our dogs live healthier and happier lives. Like I said, I'm from Animal Secrets. And I help people live, I save people time, energy, and money by helping you have happier and healthier relationships with your dogs. That's what I do. And that's what all of us do at Wolf Driver. That's what Bill portrays all the time when he brings out his beautiful huskies and his beautiful dog Gigi. So getting back to America's Got Talent now, and I'm hoping this guy gets chosen because he really touched my heart because he found Ginger, and Ginger, I guess, was like left on the street or abused, and Ginger was healing him and he healed Ginger. So, and now he came onto this show and he couldn't get a job because he has OCD. And because he was healing Ginger, and Ginger is his best friend and his only friend, and no one would hire him. And now he came on the show, and it was beautiful what he taught Ginger and what Ginger does. They're so close, and I don't know what happened, but it looked like I disconnected for a moment, so I'm really sorry about that. I hope I'm back on. Do you hear me, everybody? Can you tell me that you hear me? Because for some reason I disconnected. Oh, you do. I see the fingers going. Thank you for the finger. So you all have to watch that because that's really amazing, Ginger. Thank you, Diana Sears. Thank you, Carly. Thank you, Wolf Driver. So I want to share something else that's really very close to my heart. I want to get into animal communication like I always want to on the shows, but my 30 minutes always goes so fast. And you know I love being here, and you know that I love talking about the fur baby, so I could talk forever, and it's almost tough to get me off if I didn't have a timing. But I'm going to go a little over today, if it's okay, because I really want to tell you a story, and it's a true story, and it's about somebody she was in a chat room. Thank you, Diana. That's sweet that you say we love you. That's so sweet of you. So what happened is this dog, and this is kind of a sad story. There was this lady, I was in a chat room at this time, and there was this lady, and she had a husband that always used to pull up her dog. He was a small dog, and he used to pull the dog to his face, and he used to say, "I'm going to kill you." And she was looking for somebody desperately because she said the dog always bit afterwards. And I happened to come to her, and I channeled, and I said, look, he can't tell the dog, and I hate to say it like that because I don't like to use those type of words. I said, he has to tell your dog that you love the dog, not that you hate the dog. I said, of course the dog is going to bite. If you pull a dog up to your face and you're nasty and you're angry and you're aggressive, how can the dog not be aggressive? And you see how I always get emotional, yeah? And I said, he has to stop telling the dog to bite, that he's going to kill him. That's why he's biting him. I mean, seriously, honestly, let me ask all of you. If somebody came up to you and said, I'm going to bite you, or I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to hurt you, wouldn't you get aggressive? It's normal. It's normal that somebody would get aggressive. So even we would get aggressive. So think about if you're pulling up a dog to your face and you're saying, I'm going to kill you. And he kept saying that, and the dog ended up biting him. Thank you, Diana, for saying that. And the dog ended up biting him all the time. And I think the dog bit her child too. I'm not sure. But she loved that dog. And for the life of me, I never tell anybody to give a dog away. But I felt deep in my heart, I said, you have to give your dog away. Because I felt something bad was going to happen. And I have never said that before. At that time, I never said that before. And this is the first, I tell you, every channeling with clients are always different, yeah? It's always, I never know what comes up, you know, because you never know with the situation. So I said, he has to stop telling the dog that. Of course he's going to bite. He's aggressive to the dog. And it broke my heart to tell her to give the dog away, and she got so mad at me. She said, I don't want to talk to you again. She really lit into me. She got mad at me, and she said, I am not giving away that dog. I said, I know you love this dog, but you can't go on like this. You can't do that. You cannot. The dog's always going to bite your husband if he's saying that to him. So I said, something bad is going to happen. So she was mad. She was really mad at me, and she left me, and she was mad at that channeling, and okay, well. And about a month later, she was looking all over for an animal communicator. And my friends kept telling me, Barbara, you have to talk with her. You have to talk with her. She needs somebody. I said, no, not me. I said, I don't want to talk with her. She was so mad at me last time for what I said. And I say what I see, and I tell the truth, and I'm honest, and I try to be heartfelt. Thank you, Lisa Mary. You are very good. I like you. Thank you, Lisa. And I was like, I tell the truth, and I'm sorry. I said, I don't want to talk with her. I don't want to talk with her. And they were telling me the dog's lost. The dog's gone. And I said, oh my God. And I got really, I've had a cat on the street that was lost. I'll get into that sometime about finding lost pets. I'll talk about that one too. And what one needs to say to find a lost dog. And so I said, finally I talked with her, and I tried to help her channel where the dog was, but deep in my heart, and she said, there's no way the dog could have gotten out. There's no way that everything was shut. We weren't home, and there's no way that dog could have gotten out. He couldn't have gotten out. That was impossible. So she kept saying, I kept trying to channel where the dog was, but the dog was nowhere in sight. So, finally, I ended up chatting. She didn't find the dog ever again. So I chatted with a few of my friends who are they weren't animal communicators, but it doesn't matter because they were very psychic. And every one of them said, we feel that her husband brought the dog away and killed the dog. We honestly felt that. And all of them said it as well, because I felt that and they felt that. And the dog never came back. There was no way the dog could have gotten out. So it's a really sad story, and it really breaks my heart that happened. I tried to warn her. I gave her warning signals. There were warning signals. And what I'm trying to say here, if somebody takes their dog up to their face and says, you're a bad dog, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do this to you, expect that your dog's going to be aggressive. Expect that your dog's going to bite you or somebody else. Expect that if you don't take things in your hand to change your attitudes, your behaviors, your thoughts, your emotions, what you put out there, you're going to get back. And the animals are so sensitive, and I'll talk about filters on one of my shows. But anyway, I really wanted to share that today, and the dog never came back. So it's really important what we say and what we put out there. So I'm not sure who's on today, but I think Bucky Harris is on today. I'll have to ask Bill because I want to get the schedule of who's on. So stay tuned for all our shows. And before me, Bill was out with his dogs. And it was lovely to watch him on the range. I love to watch him running with his dogs. He has a passion for his dogs and his huskies. He loves them. I'm sorry that I keep moving my PC. I'm done for today. Oh, hi, Cheryl. I'm just about to go. Nice to see you today. So I hope somebody invited a lot of your friends, because I'm going to pick the one who did, and I'll do a longer reading. And if it doesn't work out today, I am definitely going to try every Thursday or every other Thursday. And like I said, I give complimentary reading. So remember, I'll be back on Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. It's so good to see you. It's so nice that you come. I'm so happy. So I wish I would have seen you sooner. So I'm signing off for today. This is Barbara from Animal Secrets, and thank you everybody for coming. And I'll check and I'll rate everybody, and I'll send my sites out, and you can always get a complimentary reading. And I hope somebody invited a lot of people so that I can give somebody a reading that I can say on the air. And remember, Tuesday I'm doing a meditation. Oh, you just got on. Oh, okay. Well, it's good I stayed a little longer today, but I'm just getting off, so. But I'll definitely say hi when I get off. So everybody, thank you for coming, and I hope I was able to give a little bit of a nugget. And thank you once again. Come on Tuesday. I'm going to do a live meditation and help you connect with your pets. So invite as many friends as possible, okay? Bye, Cheryl. Thank you. Bye, everybody. See you on Tuesday.